Hey, I'm Ryan Breen, and welcome to Breen Basketball. So I haven't made a video in like half a year. College has been busy, but I'm back, and I'm talking about the NBA playoffs and giving my predictions. So this is a really exciting year for me personally because I'm a Knicks and Damian Lillard fan. And the Knicks are the 2 seed and the Bucks are the 3 seed. So they have a very, very good shot of playing in the second round, which would be awesome. But I'm gonna try and keep bias out of this, but it might come into play. You'll see. So, with that being said, I'm gonna start with the least exciting series, which are the two 1-8 matchups. The Thunder versus the Pelicans. I'm gonna say Thunder in 5. I could have given it a sweep, but I just think they're too young. And the Pelicans are a pretty good team. They have CJ McCollum, who has had really big playoff games in the past, so maybe he scores like 40 one time in the first round. Brandon Ingram has the potential to win them a game. So, I'll just say Thunder in 5, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a sweep. Going over to the Celtics versus the Heat, I'm not really going to talk about these series much because I don't think there's much analysis needed. The Celtics are just a crazy good team. Obviously, the Heat have the best coach in the NBA, in my opinion. Eric Spoelstra, time and time again, has proved that he is the best mind in the NBA. And for that, I would not be surprised if Miami wins like 2 games. But I'm going to say Celtics in 5 as well. I would be surprised if it's a sweep just based on coaching because I think the Heat are just such a good coach team. And Joe Mazzulla is cool, but realistically the Celtics are stacked, and I don't think Joe Mazzulla had much part in the reason their record is so good because they have 5 All-Stars. Well, the equivalent. Now we're going to get into more exciting series. So the next one I'm going to be talking about is Denver versus the Lakers. I'm going to say Denver in 4. This is a rematch of the Western Conference Finals last year. And in that series, Denver did sweep the Lakers. And the Lakers had more defense last year. They had Vanderbilt. They were able to defend better than they are right now. They cannot defend anything except centers, except Jokic is not guardable by one person. And if you double him, his supporting cast is just going to kill you. So I really don't think the Lakers win a game in this series. I think getting swept the second straight year is reason enough to blow the team up. Maybe LeBron retires. I don't even know. But this Lakers team is already dead. I don't know why they keep just running it back because it's not going anywhere. The only thing I could say is LeBron could have a crazy series, but even if he does, I think they only win 2 games max. It's not. The Nuggets are insane. So next I'll go over to the other 2-7 matchup, which is Knicks versus Sixers. So as a diehard Knicks fan, I'm going to have to be a little biased. I'm going to say Knicks in 6. That's giving a lot of credit to Philly. I think Nick Nurse is an incredible coach. But I think Joel Embiid is a playoff choker, by every definition of the word. He's shown me nothing in my entire time watching basketball that I should respect him in the playoffs. So I'm going into this series expecting Joel Embiid to play garbage, absolute shit. Which, if he plays good, I guess I'm wrong. But the Knicks have, it's the second best defense, but realistically we have the best defense in the NBA. The Timberwolves defense is centered around Rudy Gobert, who constantly gets exposed in the playoffs. The Knicks defense is just overall strong. I can't see it really getting exposed. And for that reason, I don't see Embiid having a good series. If we lose because of Nick Batum going insane, it is what it is. But I'm going to say Knicks in 6 with the potential for 5. And Philly could win if Embiid finally has a good playoff series. So the last 4 series are all incredible. The playoffs this year are like great. This is insane. So next, I'll talk about Timberwolves Suns. So this was actually the last series I came to a decision about because the Suns have played incredible against the Timberwolves all year. Bradley Beal specifically. Um, but like the Timberwolves are really, really good. But once again, Rudy Gobert gets exposed in the playoffs. And I kind of trust Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, who have both either made finals or won championships in the playoffs more than I trust Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert and like Mike Conley and Cat. Like, honestly, I had the Timberwolves winning. The more I think about it, I'm going to go Suns in 7. I I just explained it. I just trust the players on the Suns more, and I think it's not a great matchup for the Timberwolves. There's a lot of perimeter scoring, and Rudy Gobert is a terrible perimeter defender. Karl-Anthony Towns is a terrible perimeter defender. You have Anthony Edwards, who is a great perimeter defender, but I guess you put him on Booker, but you still have Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant, who are just there, and you can't guard all three of them. And Bradley Beal's the X factor. If he can average 22, I don't see a world where the Suns lose this series. So next, I'm going to move over to the Bucks and the Pacers. So the Bucks will be without Giannis in this series, which should impact my decision a lot. But as a Damian Lillard meat rider, I honestly think the Bucks will be fine. Dame is probably, when he's hot in the playoffs, the most feared player in the NBA, at least historic. Based on his past playoffs, he had people praying he missed in the playoffs. So I'm gonna say Bucks in 7. I think the Pacers will be up 3-2, and then I think the Bucks win Game 6, and Damian Lillard in the Game 7 is not losing. It is just not happening. He's winning that series. Halliburton's my second favorite player, so this is my two favorite players playing each other. But I trust Damian Lillard a lot. And I think Doc Rivers is a shit coach. But Dame is Dame, and Dame's had shit coaches his whole career, so that's nothing new. Next, I'm talking about Cavs Magic. So I have the Magic winning in 7. These two teams are great defensively. They're very deep. They both have a ton of weapons. But the Magic kind of match up great on the Cavs. You put Jalen Suggs, who's one of the best defensive guards in the league, on Donovan Mitchell. You put John Isaac on, I guess, Mobley or something. The Cavs are kind of very dependent on Donovan Mitchell for a lot of their offense. Garland's a great player, but I feel like he gets suppressed by Donovan Mitchell being there, which is unfortunate. So if Garland can take control and have a lot of good games, the Cavs could definitely win. But Paolo Banchero's a great basketball player. Franz Wagner's great. The Magic just go deep. Markelle Fultz is on their bench. You have, Ash Black? No, that's not his name. That really good guard, Cole Anthony's on that team. You got both the Wagners. Like I said, Jalen Suggs. That team is just deep. They're young. The Cavs have a history of choking in the playoffs that I don't see changing this year. So, Magic in 7. And I think Paolo has an incredible series. Like, he averages like 28 or something. I think he becomes a superstar in this series. And finally is my personal series I'm most excited to watch from like a basketball standpoint. It's Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving versus the Clippers. Obviously, the Clippers are very stacked. I mean, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, James Harden, Westbrook, Zubats, which my list just fell off a cliff because realistically they go like 5 deep. But their 5 deep consists of Kawhi Leonard, who every single time he steps on the court in the playoffs is the best player for the past like 3 seasons, and then he tears something. So going off that trend, the Clippers should win like the games Kawhi plays until he gets injured. But that being said, if anyone's gonna outplay Kawhi, it's Luka. And Luka now has Kyrie, who is having the best year of his career this season. So with that being said, I'm going to pick the Mavs in 7. I think Luka's an incredible playoff performer, and even though I was looking at this, when Luka scores a lot, his teams don't win. I can't really tell you why that is, but even still, he plays great, and Kawhi is already kind of injured, so I just don't see it going well. Harden's a notorious playoff choker. Paul George recently has been hit or miss in the playoffs. Russell Westbrook was good last year, but it was like against the Suns, and they really like didn't win. He was kind of just putting up stats on a team that was super injured. So I'm gonna trust Luka and Kyrie. I think that they can make a really far run and be very competitive in these playoffs. So Mavs in 7. So that's all my takes. If you have any opinions that were different or you agree with something, comment down below. I'll make videos as we go along, hopefully all throughout the playoffs. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm very excited for these playoffs. The Knicks play in like 3 hours. Bye.